Sympathy pussy.
I was joking when they talked about that on this episode, y'all. What's up, y'all? This is yours truly,
Myron Smothers with TheMindOfMyron.com.
and we're talking about episode 2 of season 2 of Dear White People. This episode was a lot. It had a lot because well, one, I like how Dear White People does their individual episodes. So we see, like we saw last season, we see some of the characters. I'll say this, it doesn't feel like we have a true main character, but we do. But I still like how everybody in the groups gets their shine. This season we're getting some of the characters we didn't get last season with solo episodes. So we get Reggie. And Reggie's going through a lot. Reggie's going through a lot, especially with what happened to him last season. And I mean, I can relate to what Reggie's going through. Now, I haven't specifically been in that same situation, but I mean, with all the innocent black men being gunned down and falsely accused and all types of things by police officers, just me, when I'll say this.
I was pulled over by the cops one time, and I found myself being afraid, a fear that I never had usually, but you've seen it so much. Even though it was something simple, I felt that, damn, my life can be gone, because in a lot of these cases, it's simple things that could avoid killing or use of deadly force. But we see that doesn't matter in America in a lot of cases. So I mean, I could really relate to that, how he was feeling.
And it just kind of traumatized. Him having a gun pulled out on him already. It's traumatizing. Everywhere he goes, he sees this cop popping up. And it's pretty much crazy. So let me get to my notes. I like to keep a note of what I got going on here. Let's see if my note screen is gonna pop up. I like how Troy's dad, kind of showed he's still a nigga in a sense. This episode, now I think Troy's always the best daddy. You kind of but later on in the episode, we saw him and Reggie having a one-on-one talk, and he kind of was like, man, I got a job to do. So y'all might think I'm acting a certain way, but I got a job to do first. And then I'm kind of telling you the real at the same time. Now, I thought it sucked when we saw that cop at the end of the episode, because in so many cases, we see these cops who do wrong go away free. And when Reggie saw that cop at the end of the episode, I felt all the feels that he was feeling. What's the quote he said? He said, Troy's dad told him don't do anything crazy. And he said, I don't want him to pay. I just want him to feel as small as he made me feel. And damn, it has to be a lot, because not just the incident, but he said earlier in the episode, he's not even able to tell his dad, because his dad is a Black Panther. And I know, one of the biggest feelings of a child is you don't want to let your parents down. And being his daddy is a Black Panther, I don't think his daddy would have the same reaction that he thinks his dad's going to have. It's more so his dad's probably going to be happy that he's safe. But Reggie's just scared to tell his father about the situation. He's going through a lot. I was dead at the fake Iyanla. What it was called? Anopra. I see they got multiple shows going on so far this season. I still miss Scandal with Regina Hall. But I like how they're doing it, because I was joking, because at first I thought it was really Iyanla. I was like, they got Iyanla on this season? But when I looked close, I was like, no, it's not Iyanla, Anopra. So I thought that was funny. Reggie had a nice sweater. That's what he had on for the majority of the episode, was fresh. I want it. I don't know if I can fit it, but I want it. 2X, no.
I refuse to go up to a 2X extra large forever. That means I gotta get in the gym.
But that extra large, I want that sweater. But I want to say something. Why does, when it comes to TV shows,
why does the HBCU always have to be Howard?
Why does it always have to be Howard? Like, Reggie wanted to go to Howard, but why couldn't it be Southern University? Why couldn't it be Grambling University? Why couldn't it be FAMU? Why couldn't it be PV? Why couldn't it be Alcorn? Like, it's so many different HBCUs. Why do we always have to pick Howard University? I know it's the most known HBCU and stuff like that, but I mean, we have so many more, and we have really good ones. So can we diversify it due to TV shows? It don't always have to be Howard. Even Hampton to an extent. It don't always have to be one of those two. I think we need to do a better job than that. Sympathy pussy. I died. When this subject came about on the show, I think it's real. It's true. You know, that's a way sometimes people feel like, you know, that's their way to help you out. Is to throw you some back. Or to throw it back. So I was joking, but it kind of showed me that, like, at first episode I was like, I thought Troy was going to be a different guy this season. And with that, it kind of seemed, when that came about, it kind of seemed as if Troy just, you know, he don't know the extremities of what happened, yet he just kind of milking it. Versus Reggie, in his situation, it temporarily helped him out, but we saw it fade and fade and fade as the different girls he was smashing went through the screen. We saw it like it was temporary happiness and it didn't last with him. Probably felt good at the time, but you know, it didn't last. Reggie. But I mean, Troy, I'm sure he has a solo episode, but it's gonna be interesting to see how this is affecting him, because as of now, you know, he's just kind of milking the wave of, you know, the rebel wave, doing something, you know, being that guy. I thought we're gonna see a different Troy, but I haven't seen a different Troy yet, so it's gonna be interesting. He got daddy issues, and though his daddy right there. Joelle is beautiful, very talented, and can sing. You know, that's me. She's not giving Reggie any play. Like, I wonder what's up with that. Like, and I guess when she has an episode, we'll see why. But she's not giving Reggie any more play anymore. I feel like Joelle is gonna eventually have her episode where she just shines, in the sense of, like, she's not Sam's sidekick anymore. She's not trying her hardest to get Reggie. She's just gonna finally do her own thing. And I'm going to be looking forward to that. Hopefully it's with me. Anyways. Hey, the sympathy haze. I find it interesting that we had this well, we know Coco and Sam, who we didn't see much of in this episode, had a backstory of being close friends when they came to college. And we find out this episode Reggie and Troy did as well. And we see how people have their different ways of disconnecting with each other. Of disconnecting. I mean, I feel like that's college. I feel like you start with a group, and then you finally, I mean, some people keep their same friends throughout college. But I understand of, like, hitting your stride and, like, really finding your different friend groups that you hang with. I know I started college with a certain group, and while I'm still cool with them today, those didn't end up being my main friends that I ended up hanging with in the end. So, I mean, I can understand that as well. I think that's all I'm going to pretty much wrap it up with for this episode. I do like, again, I think I said this earlier, or I might have said this in the take that I cut out and restarted, but I like how the episodes are intertwined. So, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some things from this episode in another episode with another character. And I really like how they do that with each show. So, the Reggie episode was pretty intense, I think.
Next episode is focused on Lionel. But I do want to see some episodes with everybody together like the first episode. So the solo episodes are really cool, but I do like everybody all being in the mix. That's all I have for this episode. I'm about to run downstairs and watch the next one. And I might have the same thing on episode 3. Or I might switch jerseys. I don't know. But that was my Dear White People Season 2, Episode 2 recap review. Stay tuned for Episode 3. It might be out already. It might not be. You dig.